Simons' massive bid in by Manchester United. I want to talk where that bid's come from and where that news has come from. De Ligt, fee agreed. More news on that just coming out over the last 30 minutes as well. And Manchester United have bid on another defender as well, which could have make weight players go in the opposite direction. Loads to get through on this Sunday lunchtime show, everybody, as we dive through the papers as well and put together all of the news from the publications and the sports media online, getting through everything Manchester United. Loads of it, just as we love it at United here. Oh, God, I tell you what, it is going to be the biggest summer ever. I know it. It just is. Give the video a like, please. I want at least 800 likes on this video. I'm being bullish. I feel confident because England are going to win and bring it home. So I want 800 likes as well. And make sure you hit that subscribe button as well to make sure you are covered with all of your United news. I dive deep dive into where these stories come from, dig out all of the information, why we're being reported with all of these targets. Are they genuine bids? It does look like they are. Interesting. Over the last few minutes, actually, we'll get to De Ligt very shortly because I want to talk about Javi Simons again. We did a big one yesterday on him in a loan offer for Manchester United. Now, there's apparently, according to Gazzetta, a massive offer in for Manchester United, a huge bid. Now, this cannot be anywhere near a transfer fee or anything like that. There's no full details on what this bid is, but they are reporting that Manchester United are 100% well and truly in for Javi Simons. So, with talking what we did yesterday with how he fits in, it's time to look at what the player brings. Is he ready for United? What the story is all about as well in Gazette, because Fabrizio Romano has come out already on this story and said that Manchester United have come in late. They've arrived late to the party. There's obviously Bayern Munich already interested in, and they're sort of top of the tree right now in the front runners for this. United bidding on Matthijs de Ligt, so kind of cross interest a little bit here with this one. It's interesting to see how it pans out with the De Ligt bid going on. United in good relations with Bayern, but now United competing against Bayern for Javi Simons, it would seem as well. So let's get into details on that. First of all, Sebastian, welcome to the Members Club. Donated membership from the legend that is London 19657. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Get all of your comments in, guys. I come to all of them as well, and we get into details on what you're thinking with all of the stories that I'm talking about. So, Fabrizio Romano comes out and says that Manchester United are in for Simons. They've arrived late to the party. Obviously, Ten Hag has seen an opportunity, like we spoke about yesterday. PSV have a sell-on clause, which PSG are trying to get around, and they can only get round if they sell him for cash next summer. So this summer, they're looking to loan him out. Enrique doesn't want him as part of his plans. Going into the stats more and more with Javi Simons from last season, he ranked first in every single stat for RB Leipzig. He was their top performer. The only one he was third in was goals scored. But for a midfielder, creative midfielder, 8 goals, not bad. Not bad. Leading assists, leading chance created, leading in absolutely everything for RB Leipzig last season. So, excellent season. Another 3 assists and a goal in the Euros for Holland this summer as well. So, he is hot property at the moment. And I think his stock is very, very high. And I feel like we said yesterday, PSG will drive a hard bargain and big value next summer if he has a good season on loan at another top club this summer, which is why Bayern Munich are interested, which is why Manchester United have come to the party now. Ten Hag, like we said yesterday, he's trying to play his Dutch card, I think. Van Nistelrooy's in the house. Obviously, Xerxes' teammate, we're trying to line up De Ligt. Everything just works for Javi Simons to come to Manchester United, help us get back to the top, build up his value, and then let's see where we go from there. United may have a little bit more money available if we're back in the Champions League, because of course we're going to be back in the Champions League. We're getting right back into that top 4 next season with this stupendous summer that we're going to have right now. But that's where we're at with that. Gazzetta saying that Manchester United have put a bid in. This can only be a contract offer or a loan offer. Whether or not we're going to have to pay a fee to PSG, I think we'll wait for the minor details to come out on this one and all of the juicy stuff regarding that. But a loan offer, pretty straightforward for United to deal with. No terms in terms of structured payments and things like that. It'll just be a quick conversation. Well, not quick. Nothing goes quick in transfer season, does it? But when you're dealing with a loan, you look at the loan and you go, right, so it's a loan fee, how much you're going to pay the player, how much of the wages you're going to cover from PSG. I don't think he's on absolute mega money because he's a young player, so it fits for United's model as well on that side of things. And then you look at it and go, right, okay, is there an obligation to buy, which PSG will probably want to put in? But United have already worked with this, and they're working on a similar scenario with Jadon Sancho as well, as reported from Nick Semeraro, our friend over in Italy, on the loan deal, and why we still feel like Sancho will end up leaving Manchester United, even though he's back in the pre-season squad, which is if a certain amount of games is reached, the obligation to buy comes in, or certain targets to reach, the obligation does come in. There's an option to buy if he does not reach them targets. So, i.e., a certain amount of goals, certain amount of assists, United finishing the Champions League, then we do have an obligation to buy. Things like this get put into the deal. So that's where the negotiations is. And what the offer is, I don't know, because there's no details on it yet. But it will be a loan, because that's all United can really afford with everyone else that we're in for, as we've covered and we all know about. And he just fits. Like we covered it all yesterday in how Simons fits in at Manchester United. Another option going forward, a good player, good numbers. He's getting better and better. It's nowhere near the finished article yet of guaranteed to rip up the Premier League. A lot of people have already questioned whether he is good enough to play in the Premier League. Is he strong enough to play in the Premier League? I think if buts and maybes, but he's played well in the Euros. He's played well in the Bundesliga. He's done well for Ruud van Nistelrooy at PSV as well. Let's not forget. So Ruud connection there with Javi Simons. If he had the opportunity, I think Simons is going to United. Personally, I think it suits him better. Yeah, he's used to the Bundesliga. And you could say I'm being arrogant with my red-tinted glasses on there that he's going to come to United above everyone else. But still, I look at it and I just think it fits him better at Manchester United. So 100%. Everything works out on all sides. PSG player, Manchester United. This is why United have gone in now. And we've done this before. It's like Xerxes was going to AC Milan, United, bang, in we go. He was there talking to Arsenal as well. Guaranteed first team place at both of them sides. Not guaranteed first team place at Manchester United, but we got him. So when it comes to United arriving late to bid-ins or going in for a player, I'm not too concerned about that because we've shown with Xerxes, we've shown with other deals this summer that we can move very quickly and get things on the table. Look at Euro again. Look, like we're interested in Euro. I was just passing Euro off like nothing, honestly. And then bang, we go and get a bid accepted and put ourselves right at the forefront of that bid and that negotiation. So honestly, I'm not bothered that Simons, United have gone in late for him. If we want him, I think we can get him. I think United realise that the opportunity's there and we can offer him a lot. I think we can offer him more than Bayern Munich. I think we'll offer him probably a little bit more wage. I don't know if we're allowed to offer more wages or it has to be what PSG are paying him, with it being their player. Maybe more incentives or something like that, like a bonus or something. But United have got to offer a lot more to get these players in, I feel. And that's why they're going for the younger players that are not on massive wages. So, yes, that's where we're at with that one. Moving across to Matthijs de Ligt, guys. I'm going to get your comments on both of the Dutch players in a minute. I want to get into de Ligt first, and then we'll come to your comments around about 15 minutes in. So get them ready. Keep your conversations going in the live chat now, and be ready. If you're catching up later and you're just covering the first 10 minutes of the show, and you want to have your opinion on Simons, get in the comments section. Tell me. If you didn't get your chance yesterday on the big one we did with him, get it in now. Now's your chance. And coming back to every single comment after this video is finished. Every single one gets a response. Guaranteed. Big day for me. I've got a lot of questions I think I'm going to need to answer, but let's go for it, guys. Let's set ourselves challenges. Cheers for over the 100 likes already, guys. You're smashing it. Keep them coming in. So, Matthijs de Ligt, news has come out in the last hour from the German media regarding this bid that a fee has been agreed. Manchester United and Bayern Munich are at one with the fee for Matthijs de Ligt. The only thing now left to negotiate is the structure of the payments. So the actual fee is agreed. Obviously, we wanted him in at around about 42 million-ish, 50 million euros, around this mark. The exact fee will come out in time, but the reports from Germany are that Manchester United and Bayern Munich are in full agreement at the price for Matthijs de Ligt. The last thing that's been negotiated now, hopefully so we can get things moving tomorrow, is the structure of the payments, i.e. similar to what we did with Joshua Zirkzee. Is it going to be a 3-year payment plan, 5 years, 4, whatever they want to do? Bayern will probably drive a harder bargain to try and get the money in quicker, maybe a 2-year, maybe a 3-year. We'll see what happens with that. I think United will go in on another 3-year deal, so let's just see what happens with that there. But honestly, very, very confident that Manchester United can get that wrapped up probably by the end of today. I don't think we'll need to be doing a video later, but if we do get any breaking news, we'll cover it. But England take preference tonight, which is why I'm doing this full video now, just in case, before the kick-off later on, guys, because I don't think there's going to be much news around kick-off time with England playing. But we'll see. We'll see. United don't really care about internationals. They're going to get business done. But yeah, Matthijs de Ligt to Manchester United, all but done. Agreements in fee, just the structure of the payments for that transfer fee now is what's being said from the German side of things. So let's see how that moves along. Moving into, actually no, I said I'd come to your comments after the de Ligt one. So yeah, let's get into comment section on this now. Is it true there are a bid from United to buy Gallagher from Chelsea? Keep up the good work, Adam. Love the content, bro. Keep it up. No, not that I know of, or anyone that I know involved in Manchester United news in the media. Nothing on Conor Gallagher that I know. Xerxes Simons, Ghana, Ahmad, Anthony. I hope we sell Rash and Sancho. I think it's Anthony as well on that one, mate. I would get rid of him. Ineos is show that they have come to play only winning mentality at the moment. It is good. It is very good. Chabel says Maguire, Lindelof, Martinez, Evans, Branthwaite, Yoro, de Ligt. We can't support 7 centre backs. Coming on to that in a minute, mate, on who we're actually going to get. But you can take Branthwaite off that list as well. And another one off the list, which I'm going to speak to you about in the next segment. But I want to get some more comments on de Ligt. De Ligt will be brilliant, as will Simons. I've seen someone put a tweet out, an interesting one on Matthijs de Ligt. I think he is overly criticised for his injury record. And he's only missed 30-odd games or something like that in his seasons since he left Ajax. So there was a stat. I should have really saved it and brought it up, but apparently it's a bit of a myth with the injury situation. It's built up into something that it's really not with Matthijs de Ligt. He is available a lot more often than what people are making out. Like, he is this demic, really, Matthijs de Ligt, that people are sort of tarnishing. That's the brush that they're tarnishing him with. Not according to some people. Like, have we just built this up into something that it's not, simply because we are worried about injuries? I don't know. Louise says there, tell me about his injury record, Adam, please. It's like Louise was knowing where I was going with the next bit. It's that big concern about injured players at Manchester United. An ongoing forever issue, it would seem, with Manchester United. Adam, who you think's winning today? I said it before. I'll go into it probably towards the end of the show, guys. To be honest, I'll save the England stuff for later. But I have my mind made up with what's going on tonight with England and Spain. So yeah, we'll talk about that towards the back end of the show. Remy says, I fancy Simons' style if played to Xerxes, to be honest. Xerxes, for me, just potential, and Simons plug and play straight away from day one. Sort of the gist I got from that comment. It was a bit cryptic there. It's hard for players not to be lightweight as the amount of running they have to do. Fitness levels are ridiculous. Yes, they are. He did what happened in USA last night. Not good. I'm not sure what happened in terms of, I think they're talking about Agate there, maybe. I'll go into that as well. I'll get into Agate as well today on this one. He is a baller, which is a rarity in our team. Only Ahmad and Xerxes are in the same bracket, says Selim, when it comes to Javi Simons. But yeah, also wanted to talk about another defender. And this is where the list of Manchester United defenders comes down a little bit. So, yeah. Trump shooting. Right, Kaz has just informed me something about what happened with Donald Trump and a shooting going on. But no, yeah, I've seen videos of that. It looked like madness. It looked like complete madness. I'm not wearing my waistcoat, Henry. No, I'm not. Guys, by the way, make sure one of the mods will put the link to our watch-along platform for the England game later. We're doing the United game tomorrow as well. So the link will be in the description, and it will also be in the live chat as well by one of the mods in a moment. So make sure you come across, join us for the watch-along later on. Everybody is welcome. We'll be opening it up to everyone for questions. You can come on the video call as well and get involved in the show. It's brilliant. But yeah, another defender United are in for. I touched on it this morning briefly in the quick roundup show, which was KADIOUGLU again. Ferdy KADIOUGLU. Apparently Manchester United have made a bid. I'm going to read up on this one now. Manchester United made an offer of 21 million for Ferdy KADIOUGLU, but Fenerbahce are insisting on 30 million. United could offer unwanted United players to the Turkish side as part of the deal. Now that's, and one of them being Victor Lindelof, another one on this list. Now we know Victor Lindelof is on the list. We talked about Maguire wanting to stay at Manchester United, so one has to go, definitely. Victor Lindelof seems like the easier option for Manchester United to get rid of. So I expect Victor Lindelof to be out of Manchester United this summer. Maybe 20 million plus Victor Lindelof will get the deal done for Fenerbahce. Obviously, Victor is a little bit versatile, so he would work well for Mourinho over there in Turkey. He could play at fullback, as we know, and at centre-back, so maybe that's two birds with one stone for them right now. Jose's not really bothered about bringing in older players either. We don't expect him to hang around too long in Turkey because his sort of lifespan of his jobs is around about 2 years, 3 years max, so I'm sure Victor Lindelof can last another couple of seasons out for him there in Turkey, so that's where we're at with Victor Lindelof. I think United are just playing their cards close to their chest right now, using what advantage they have got in deals, knowing that Jose wants Victor. We want KADIOUGLU as well. I think it works well for United. It does. Bringing in someone like KADIOUGLU definitely frees up Manchester United's right-hand side. It would give us the option to keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well and have him and Dalot for the right, and have plenty of options then at left-back. More than enough options at left-back. But yeah, KADIOUGLU is reportedly Manchester United target because we're not bringing in Jarrad Branthwaite. We touched on it earlier again, but in more details on this, they are using that money that we have saved and not going for Branthwaite and putting that into KADIOUGLU possibly now. Manchester United fully invested into Lenny Yoro. These news stories keep on coming out on Yoro as well. So KADIOUGLU won't affect anything to do with Yoro. The bid is separate. We were going to go for Branthwaite. We were going to go for Yoro as well. It does not matter that we're also bringing in Matthijs de Ligt. We've now just changed tacts and gone for KADIOUGLU as well from Fenerbahce instead of Jarrad Branthwaite. So that's where we're at with them two players and the defensive side of things. Lindelof, guys, are you bothered? Would you keep Lindelof at Manchester United as cover? Who would you prefer, actually? There's a question. We'll put a poll up. Who would you prefer as backup, Lindelof or Maguire? Who fits best at Manchester United right now with the players that we're bringing in? Say, for instance, we have Martinez, we have de Ligt, and we have Yoro. We've also got Evans, but we know he is just pure reserve. Who of the two would you prefer to be backup for United? Who do you like more, Lindelof or Harry Maguire? I'm going to get that poll up in a second. So get your comments in now regarding Lindelof. Would you put him in as a make-weight deal for KADIOUGLU? Would it be for another defender? Would you just want to sell KADIOUGLU outright and spend the money elsewhere? Like we were talking yesterday about Buddy Ivan Toney as another forward. Now Javi Simons is on the scene. That's two more forwards. Obviously, we've got Jadon Sancho still. We are looking, like our mate Nick Samararo has said, to move Jadon Sancho on still. That is still Manchester United's priority to move Jadon Sancho on. So, yes, let's get into it. Come on, Spain. I want Fraudgate out now, says Grace. No, we need England to win, Grace, so Southgate stays in his job and never comes anywhere near Manchester United again. So I'm happy for Southgate to stay in England. Honestly, I'm more interested in United as a fan than I am of England and Southgate. That's where I'm at. Just going to get this poll up right now. Who would you rather? 1 second, guys. Who would you rather be back up? Let's see. Let's get both players in. And then I want to see where this is at. I'm going to guess. I'm going to say where I'm at. I don't want to say it just yet, because I don't want to persuade anyone. But I know where my favourite would be on this poll right now. Poll is up, guys. So who would you rather have as backup? Lindelof or Maguire? Poll is in the house right now, guys. So make sure you get voting on that, please. Just coming up to 9,500 people in the room with us. Keep sharing the video. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well, guys. We are 84 away from 48k. Let's see if we can make that today. What a way to go into the new week on 48,000. Counting down to 50k, everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. You won't miss anything. Jose Mourinho would like to take Lindelof, and we want KADIOUGLU. Yes, Elite Baller. That is exactly the situation I was describing, and a perfect opportunity for United to take advantage of, I think, as well. At 212 with the super chat says, "Hey Adam, great show, thanks buddy. Just goes to show all these quick decisions and bids we are now seeing really exposes how bad the previous management team were." I mean, for instance, you had dead right comment there. Thanks for that, Art. It was Ed Woodward doing the roles of Wilcox, doing the roles of Dan Ashworth, doing the role of Omar Barada, doing the roles of Christopher Vittel as well. He's doing five-man's jobs. It's no wonder he was useless at it. A real structure has come in. Christopher Vivel. So he's doing about five people's jobs, Ed Woodward, back in the old regime. It's absolutely ludicrous, and you can see where Manchester United made error after error after error in what we were doing in the transfer market. It's an absolute breath of fresh air. Someone with sporting interest at the forefront has taken over and instantly implemented a new structure. It's fantastic. I love it. Even if some of the players don't come in this summer that we're bidding on, and we lose out on a few players, you still got to look at it as a positive for United this window. Andrew Short with a comment says, the thing about Maguire is that he is good backup and would be worth more to us. We gave him a new contract at the end of the present one. Why let him go for free at the end of the season? It's giving a contract to a player that's past it. That's the thing. Really, we should be investing in the future rather than trying to cling on to the old guard. I mean, there's a few fans that are still not happy about Johnny Evans getting a one-year extension. Do we need to be having these players hanging around? Should we be looking to build and move forward? Just the early stages of the poll, coming up to 250 who have voted already. Thank you, guys. Get involved in that vote, everyone. 59% of you have said that you would prefer Harry Maguire as backup centre-back over Victor Lindelof. 58% now, just as I said that. But yeah, Maguire is clear favourite at the moment. Thoughts on KADIOUGLU as well, guys? Get them comments coming in. Do you like that type of player? Do we need another left-back? Are you worried? Because our friend Tyrell Malacia, fantastic news, he's back on grass and sprinting. So we have great news there in another option going forward. It was one of them last season where we thought, you know what? And this is where the old cock-up with Ten Hag came in, actually United being short on numbers at the back. He had a fallout with his medical staff because they let him down regarding the fitness of Tyrell Malacia. Now, what happened was he had an operation that went wrong, and his recovery was wrong because of the operation, not the injury that he had. It was the operation which ballsed it up for Tyrell Malacia. He's had the same operation done again under extra supervision to make sure that there's no mistakes. And we are now seeing Tyrell Malacia back in full training, normal training as well, catching up with everything that he needs to. And there will be an option. It's like we can call him injury prone. We can say that he's not reliable, but one thing we can't say is this is solely down to him getting another injury. This was a mistake in the medical department, which has set him back. Nothing else. It's not a recurrence of an injury. It was a balls up which caused it, which has now been rectified, and he is back on grass, sprinting and trying to catch up with his fitness, which is fantastic news. Another left-back option for Manchester United. Strength in depth is looking good. Do we need KADIOUGLU off that news, guys? Are you confident that you can rely on Malacia staying fit for the whole season and we don't need to buy another left-back? I still think we should go out and get one, personally. We've also got young Harry Mass coming through as well from the academy, who will hopefully get plenty of game time in pre-season. Be interesting to see the United team tomorrow against Rosenborg. That'd be really good to see where United go with that. Super chat saying a couple of them. Let's get through them. You got Ross. Thank you very much, mates. Maguire is the better player by far, but they can clear more money selling him, and his wage bill is much larger than Lindelof's. Ideally, get both to go. So Maguire is on about 70 grand more a week than Victor Lindelof. 120 and 190 a week. Obviously, they have both come down by 25% this season because United failed to qualify for the Champions League. So we are saving a little bit there. Another super chat in from Grace. Thank you, Grace. Luke Shaw, rotation with Martinez at left centre-back. I think if he's got Martinez available, I think Martinez plays pretty much every single game. That's where I think Ten Hag's head's at. And whether you think that's right or not, rotation clearly needs to happen. I mean, he needs to learn this, Ten Hag, as well. I think the demands of the Premier League is something that Ten Hag, I'm hoping, would have learned a lot from last season. The season before, the World Cup, now the Euros, a long season again. Like, some players have had good rest, and Ten Hag has alluded to that and spoken about that in his first interview after he signed his new contract the other day. So, really interesting to see how he rotates this season, if he rotates this season, because I think he needs to. Especially with the Europa League. I think United can go for the Europa League. I think we can go full bore for the Europa League. And I think it should be at the top of the priority list. Like, getting in the top four, yes. I reckon everything. Like, forget about the FA Cup. Forget about the League Cup. Play your weekend sides. Do what you've got to do. Yes, it's painful going out of them competitions. But I don't think any Manchester United fan will be bothered not making it to an FA Cup final or a League Cup final if we were in the top four. That's how I feel. I think the fan base is at. Winning trophies is great, and Ten Hag loves it. He's talked it up more than anything over the last few interviews that he's done. And that is, of course, just backing himself in that as well. But I still believe that you do need to be in the Champions League, and Ineos know we need to be in the Champions League. And I think Ten Hag would have been told this. I think United should be concentrating fully on the Europa League and getting top four. They're your priorities. The FA Cup and League Cup, we just won them both. We're okay in that department. Go all out for them two trophies. That's where you should be looking at your squad and going, that's where the best players need to be playing every single game. Obviously, with the new format of the league set up in the Europa League now, you could win 4 or 5 games and already be through, and then rest some players and try some new players out. Mix it up a little bit in the last 3 games of the group stage, or the league stage as they call it now. There's definitely opportunities there to look at that fixture list, and where it says, yes, there's a lot of games and it's going to be hard, there's a lot of opportunity for Ten Hag and United to actually save players' legs, rotate properly. And when you've got a big squad, I think this is what you should be doing. You should be giving other players a chance. And if we've got 2 or 3 players in each position, which right now, with everyone fit and Malacia even coming back to fitness, we don't need to be playing Luke Shaw every single week. Luke Shaw, next season, does not have to be playing 2 games a week. 1 game a week for Luke Shaw is fine at the age he is and his injury record and how he has suffered with injuries constantly every single season. Taken into consideration, this is where you protect your better players. Even Martinez. If you've got a Johnny Evans fit, you're already qualified in the Europa League. You've got 3 games to spare. You're into the knockout stages. You got 3 games to play there. You've got the League Cup. Johnny Evans was superb last season. He can play a game. Maguire can play a game. You could have them 2 centre-back in it and still be fine. You could have Lenny Yoro, he comes in, playing a game. Martinez does not need to play every single game. Neither does Matthijs de Ligt, neither does Luke Shaw. They're your three main injury concerns in that defence. So let's rotate and make sure. But Manchester United, I think, should go all in on KADIOUGLU. We talked about Matthijs de Ligt and that being done. That's another player through the door. Do you need another centre-back? Yes, we're going for Lenny Yoro, obviously. So he wants two. He wants a full-back. We need to go into the midfield area. Moving on to that next, actually. Over 1,000 in the room, guys. Thank you. You've smashed it. Get in there. Excuse me. Get in there, everybody. Manchester United can only go for Agate if Casemiro is sold. That's more news coming out from sources today. Obviously, the Saudi Pro League transfer window, I think, opens tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. Because what happens over there is they all get given the amount of money that they can spend. They get like the budgets given over, how much they can spend on transfer fees and how much wage they have within their structure to spend on a certain player as well. So expect an update on Casemiro next week. United needed to move on Agate, obviously. And we know that Amrabat and Scott McTominay are under the spotlight as well now for other reasons, and bids coming in for Scott and Amrabat wanting to come back to Manchester United. So the midfield area, I think, next week takes priority and takes centre stage in the transfer window. So that's where we're at with Casemiro and Agate. Manchester United are in full-on communications, and it was said, Nick Semeraro said it last week when he said that Manchester United now have turned attentions back to Agate. He is now finished this weekend with the Copa America. So Simons and Agate with the PSG links, and obviously Bayern Munich with Simons and Bayern Munich with Matthijs de Ligt. Sort of a group of three clubs working together there in a way as to who comes out the best at that. I don't know. But there will be a lot of cross-communication going between the clubs. Let's get into the chat again and see what you think regarding midfielder-wise. Is there any other midfielders that you guys would go for? There's a lot of people talking about Anana from Everton. Now we know that he's gone to Villa. So get your comments in on the midfielder area there as well. Keep involved in the chat as well, guys, and the poll. Let's see if we can get that poll up near 1,000 votes, guys. We've got over 1,000 in the room with us, so if everyone can just vote on the poll dead quickly. Who is the best backup, Lindelof or Maguire? Dead simple. And don't forget, guys, and coming to all the comments after this live is finished. If you are playing catch-up, get your comment in on any of the players that we've been talking about. We are 317 likes in with over 1,000 people in the room. For some reason, that calculation doesn't work in my head. Am I right? Should we have more likes? You decide. It's free. Give it a like. You might as well. Cheers for the super chats coming in, guys. I'm going to come to them in a second as well. Post Life has just donated 5 memberships as well. Thank you. They've gone to Richie Club Sport, Geordie, Mark C. Urifra's got one. I'm trying to find them there. It's just all mixed up all over the place. And Gaz Robbo. Welcome to the Members Club, guys. Please put a comment in thanking Post Life. He is a legend who donates a lot of memberships to the channel. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. Anyone who contributes in any way, you are legends in my eyes. We had mega super chats yesterday that blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. It's absolutely... it's overwhelming at times, some of the support that I do get for this channel and everyone who loves it after my old stint and what I used to do last year. I'm not even going to talk about it. But coming over and doing this channel on my own and the way it's grown over the last few months especially, absolutely buzzing, and love you all to bits for your efforts in it, in supporting it. Especially my mods and all of the members and the big donators. Love you all. What are you saying about this midfield area then? Hey, first time here. I love to see another United page grow. Thank you, Darcy. I love that comment. They're the ones that we like. People forget Villa are in the Champions League next season, hence they're trying to bring players in with pedigree. I think Anana's still the unknown a little bit, personally. I do believe that he is a sort of raw talent type. And it was interesting how I do rate him better than, more valuable than Branthwaite, though, when they did a deal, Everton, with Villa for 50 million. So why are they stinging us even more? I don't know. I don't know why. Anana is 50, Branthwaite is more. Maybe the contract situations are longer for Branthwaite than they are with Anana, and Everton's bargaining chip wasn't as good. I don't know. It's gone now anyway. We're not bothered. Adam, quick comment on Trump without getting political. Madness, mate. Honestly, things over there in America are just run completely different. I've been over there. I've lived over there. I know what it's like. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't know enough. I've seen the video and clips of it. I've not read too much into it or anything like that on what's happening there. I'll catch up with it maybe later on. But yeah, it's scary sometimes when you look at that stuff. It puts everything in perspective, doesn't it? Gehan says, this is the best channel out there. What you did before this channel, you're a brave man. Thank God you're out of there. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. What have we got else in there? So I'm just reading through. David G. Brooks, good, the channel growing, and know what other channels you're talking about. As first saw you on there, this channel will grow even more over the new season. Yes, it will, because we are all over this season, guys. Absolutely all over it. Can one of my mods just pop in our watch along platform as well into a link into the chat, please, guys, so I can pin it up there for people to join us later and tomorrow. Cannot wait to be watching Man United again tomorrow in that friendly, guys. Make sure you're all over it. We will be doing a watch along and getting everyone involved on the watch along as well. If you want to come on and talk to me and be part of the video, these are going to start going out onto YouTube as well, the aftermaths and the other videos and the clips of everything that we're doing on the other platform. So make sure you hit the link when it comes up in the chat. I'll pin it to the top of the chat as well. Don't always agree with you, Adam. Thoroughly enjoy the show. Hey, I'm happy that you don't agree with me, because it'd be boring if you did, wouldn't it? Honestly. Cheers for that, Cornish maid. It is what it is, isn't it? Good old-fashioned football debate. That's what we love. That's what we love. And there is the link, guys, as well. I pinned it right to the top of the chat. I would love it if you guys came across and joined us for the watch-along later for England, and especially tomorrow for Manchester United versus Rosenborg, being that we are a Manchester United channel and all of that. Grant, welcome to the Members Club. Bought a membership himself. Love that. All support, much appreciated. Fantastic. Again, like we're building a full-on Man United community here on FUTV, and I love it. He's younger and English, mate. Typical stupid prices for English talent. Branthwaite / Anana. Best channel around, mate. 100% got your back, pal. Thank you, Wazza. And yeah, English tax. You probably got a good point with that there. And Branthwaite, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's like people actually think. It's like going into the Euros. It's like people said, like, the Premier League, we endorse the Premier League like it's the best league in the world. England and the Euros, we should be smashing it. We are the best league. Yeah, but the Premier League's full of foreign players. The foreign players contribute probably more to the Premier League than the bleeding English players. So what people are talking about, like they expect England, because it's the Premier League, to be smashing everyone in the Euros, it's got nothing to do about it. We have more European and foreign players probably in the Premier League than we do English. So, yeah, they contribute probably just as much, if not more, to the Premier League being the best league in the world for entertainment. Boxing says, it's coming home. Football's coming home. We'll see. We'll see. Dill, even the way he got up after it was clearly planned, fist pumping, the crowd are talking about, so we actually think it might be in a setup, like a stage shooting now. It's a dangerous game to play, isn't it? It really is. Just became a member from South Africa. Best MUFC channel. Brilliant host. Glory, glory, Man United. Transfer hope is João Gomez from Wolves. Interesting one, Grant. I like that. I like that. We have been linked with him, but that has gone quiet recently. Adam was listening to what I Want to Break Free when he was on that last channel. Bit of Queen, you would say then, Joe. Yes. Want to break free. Indeed I did, and I did. And now I'm loving life. It's 20 times better anyway. Saudi window open tomorrow. Hopefully they'll take Casemiro, Eriksen, so Manchester United can strengthen the midfield. Yeah, that's what we were saying before. In terms of Agate moving forward, Manchester United can only really do business on Casemiro once they get an official bid in from Casemiro from the Saudi Pro League, and their window opens tomorrow, and their finances and their coffers are open tomorrow as well. Let's just say that the purse strings have been released on the Saudi Pro League tomorrow. So yes, let's see. Tommy Boyle, Sky Sports saying Malacia back in training under medical supervision. Very promising news. I did just talk about that. Best news that we've had so far is Tyrell Malacia is back in training. That's fantastic. I did say, I tried to break down how the Malacia situation came about. It was not another incurring injury. It was the fact that the medical procedure to fix the original injury made it worse and went wrong. He's now had the same procedure done again, and this time under severe supervision. So he is in a miles better place, and hopefully this all goes according to plan now. And Tyrell Malacia can get fully recovered and get back to fitness. He's sprinting on the grass, guys, for God's sake. He is coming back. And you know what? He may even be fit for the start of the season. Brilliant news. Loads of options. Fantastic. The fact that we've got no one injured at the moment. Honestly, like touching everything possibly would. Man United have no injuries. Holy shit balls. Like, honestly, that news alone should be music to Man United fans' ears and give you confidence going forward into the new season. Like, no injuries. Seriously. God, we just smashed over 400 likes as well, guys. Thank you so much. Our target is 800 likes for this video. So hopefully after the video has finished its live, we will get the rest of them in as well. Gaz says, are you going on tour, Adam, to the States? I was going to. I have everything set up to do. But I think I am just going to stay back on this one and try and save my money, basically. I'm a one-man band now. And obviously finances are what they are. You can only do so much and sort of stay in your lane a little bit, really. Enjoy what you're doing. And I love talking to you guys. And I'll be across the other side of the world with no one on the same time length. Oh, God. Let's stay out of the politics talk, guys. Come on. We don't need to be doing politics in the chat. We're talking football and everyone's happy because United have got no injuries. That's the biggest thing. Not a Malacia fan, to be honest. Glad he's fit. I'd loan him out with a view to sell next summer. Honestly, Ricky, we need the cover at left back. I like him. I think his energy is infectious. I think he's a good cover. And honestly, I just want to make sure that we are completely covered in that department, i.e. we are not worrying about a centre-back going in at left-back. We're not worried about moving Dalot across to left-back again. We're not putting round pegs in square holes. That's all I care about. And we've got a couple of players in each position next season. That should be suffice. Then it's down to Ten Hag. And we can properly scrutinise and judge Ten Hag and praise on what he does with that squad that he's got. Because he's the one that should be rotating and in control of saving players' legs, resting players when they need resting and whatnot. That's everything that needs to be happening. Adam, did they replace the medical staff? They have 2 new physios come in. I've heard about that. Not much talking about it, simply because it's something I don't think Manchester United want to talk about much after what Ten Hag said last season. So 2 of the physios that have been there a while have gone, and another 2 have come in. I heard this news the other day, and it was one of them that sort of like you listen to, and there was other news going on at the time talking transfers, which sort of like overshadowed it. But yeah, from what I can remember, they have brought in 2 new physios into Manchester United as well. So full shake-up at Manchester United completely. And obviously we had Omar Barada as well yesterday, sending that statement out, talking to Must, wanting to involve the fans, looking forward to speaking to the fan groups and moving forward, keeping them in constant dialect and understanding of what's going on with Manchester United as they move forward. And he wanted to bring trophies. He wants to bring trophies to Manchester United. That is Omar Barada's main goal. Bring in the silverware, bring back the success to Manchester United. That's all he cares about. Tommy Boyle, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you. Really appreciate that, mate. Good to have you on board. Honestly, guys, if we have plenty of members, we have plenty of subscribers, we have everyone buzzing, let's get this channel to a stage where it's big enough. Going into the new season, I can just roll out the content day after day after day. There's going to be loads of different stuff coming out. The plans for the new season, you're going to love them, honestly. And it does involve the TIFO watch-along platform as well. There is going to be a crossover between TIFO and YouTube. and I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait to show you guys what we've got set up and what's coming. You're going to absolutely love it. It's what no one else has got. I've taken a chance. It's not so much a risk. It's a calculated sort of risk type of thing, like in committing to both platforms. But in crossover, honestly, it was the best thing I ever did. And I'm promising you that now. Because what we've got coming up this season is better than anything that anyone else has got on YouTube right now. And I'm absolutely buzzing with it. I cannot wait. I'm actually really excited. I have a launch party to go to next week in London for all of this. And just showing a little bit of commitment and believing in the project. And then it coming to life. And being able to show you guys after all the hard work that's gone on behind the scenes. I cannot wait, honestly. It's going to be absolutely mega. And you guys are going to be the first to see it. Because no one else has got it. It's brilliant. But yeah, on that note, that pretty much covers everything. Guys, we've been over 1,000 viewers consecutively for like the last 20 odd minutes of the show. Absolutely epic. Love you all massively. And I will be back later on if anything breaks. I don't think it will, but I'll be there to cover it just in case. Focus switches across to England now. Personally, if this game is tight and it's close and it goes into the second half level, England are bringing it home. The only other fear is that England get blown away by a quality Spanish outfit and it's a damp squib and it just dies a death straight away. I really hope not. James is joining me on Tifo for the watch along. There's 2 of us on the show, guys. I want you all in there ready to rock. So get on the link that's in the live chats. The same link is in the description. Go across to Tifo. Completely free, by the way, guys. Not going to cost you anything, so don't worry about that. Get across there and join me and James for the watch along later on. And obviously, I'll be doing the United watch-along tomorrow. I cannot wait. 2 watch-alongs, 2 days, a final, and United's first game of pre-season. Football's coming home, no matter what you say. If England win or not, it's coming home. We're almost at 500 likes before the stream is even finished. That is some going. Some going. I am aware of the bet, guys, as well. If any of you think I'm not a man of my word, I've just been very busy. If you know what that bet is regarding likes in videos while we're live, then yes, it will come and it's coming. Trust me. I won't let you down. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you, everybody involved. Mods, mega job. Thank you so much. As always, sorry about the politic issues and people falling out. I can't control everything what everyone says. There are opinions in other subjects that I don't want to be involved in. Sorry if it upsets anybody or anyone's had any fallouts. It's just the way it is. There's a lot of opinions flying around with some stuff right now. But yeah, let's get over to Tifo. Ready for England. Guys, thank you so much for being involved in the show. Absolutely brilliant one again today. Loved it. We've covered all angles. We talked about De Ligt. We talked about Javi Simons, KADIOUGLU. Malacia is back in training. By the way, Xerxes wants that number 9 shirt. Apparently there's a bit of a standoff between him and Hoyland. We'll see. Just give him the 9. Let's hope he brings the goals with it, eh? Give the video a like on your way out, everyone. And I will see you all over on Tifo later on. Unless something major breaks, of course. And I'll be there. But guys, thank you. I'll see you all in a bit. Like, share, subscribe. FUTV out. Have a good one, people. Come on, England.